Hey everybody, Mike McElroy here with Center Coast Realty. It is time for your real estate market update for the month of October 2020. Before we get into it, as always, we're about to tell you about the whole real estate market. If you want to know what's going on in your neighborhood or your city, just fill out the form below with your name, email, and the neighborhood or city that you're interested in, and we will send you a handcrafted report on just the very market that you want to know about. Let's start off by talking about home prices. Home prices continued their upward trend in nearly all markets, fueled by low interest rates and people's demand to get the heck out of their house and into a bigger one with more space. They've been spending a lot of time in these homes and people are getting sick of the ones they already have, looking for a bigger space. In order to get a feel for what's going to happen next, we want to look at supply and demand. So we always like to look at contracts, the number of homes that go under contract every month, because that gives us a really good peek at what the demand is like out there. How many people want to buy homes in each market? First, we're going to look at demand for the Chicagoland market overall. Seasonally, that demand is up by about 41%. It's a huge increase over the last 3 months compared to those same 3 months in 2019. As I said, people are sick of their homes, they're looking for new ones, and we're seeing that in the numbers for demand. Within the city of Chicago, demand is up as well. It's up about 29%. Moving closer downtown, in the downtown area and collar neighborhoods, we're seeing demand, again, still up, but this time only up about 22%. So let's zoom in on a couple different neighborhoods. Lincoln Park up 32%, Wicker Park up 24%, Bronzeville up 9%, Westridge up 75.9%. All of those are contributing to that increase in demand in downtown and city center neighborhoods. What's dragging it down? Gold Coast down 10%, West Loop down 16.7%. So we just talked about how many people want to buy homes in each of these markets. Now let's talk about the supply side of things and talk about how many people want to sell those people some homes in each of these markets. Starting with the downtown and collar neighborhoods, supply of homes for sale is up 30% year over year over the past 3 months compared to 2019. So in other words, in August, September, and October of this year, there were 30% more homes for sale on average than there were during that time of last year. That's a huge increase. Zooming out a little bit to the city overall, the number of homes for sale is only up about 2%. So basically flat, about the same amount of inventory as we saw in Chicago overall at the same time in 2019. Zooming out even further to look at the whole Chicagoland area, down by a third, 33% less inventory to choose from in the area overall. And remember, that includes Chicago and downtown Chicago, where there's actually more inventory. So outside of the city, we're seeing a lot less selection if you're looking for a home to buy. So the trend here is clear. The closer you get to State and Madison, right in the center of downtown Chicago, the more of a buyer's market is. The further out you get, the more of a seller's market that is. And what we're seeing is just the acceleration of a trend that we've been seeing for the past 20 years. It's very common for Chicagoans to become suburbanites when they get to the point where they decide it's time to buy a single family home, because single family homes in Chicago are expensive. So what's happening is that everyone who was planning on doing that over the next 2 or 3 years is doing it right now. So 3 years worth of demand for suburban homes is getting crunched into 1 year. And that's what's causing that huge increase in demand that we just talked about, and that huge decrease in the supply of homes for sale, because everything that is hitting the market is getting snapped up right away. So what that means is if you're looking to buy in the suburbs and sell in the city, you've got a little bit of a tough chore ahead of you. You're gonna have a lot of competition on the buy side, and you're gonna have a lot of competition in the form of other sellers when you're trying to sell your home in the city. If you're looking to buy your first home in the city of Chicago, this presents a pretty big opportunity for you. There haven't been this many homes for sale in the city since 2012. And interest rates haven't been this cheap in ever. So in other words, the savings that you're going to be able to take advantage of if you buy this year are pretty huge. Let's fast forward to 2022, 2023. If you're looking to buy a home, your first home in the city of Chicago in 2022, 2023, I'm concerned that you might have a problem, and here's why. Everyone who might have sold you that starter 2-bed, 2-bath condo, or that 3-bed, 2-bath condo, they already sold it to somebody else this year in 2020 and 2021. So that home won't be available on the market then. As a result, there's going to be a shortage of inventory on the market in a couple of years. Right now, tons of inventory. A couple of years, very low inventory. It's going to be more of a seller's market in the future. Similarly, if you need to sell your home in the city of Chicago in 2022, 2023, you could be in a pretty good spot because, like I said, not as many people are going to be doing that. And if you want to sell your home in the city of Chicago in 2022 and 2023, and then move to a suburban single-family home in 2022 and 2023, guess what? You're going to have more options to choose from because all the people who would have bought those suburban homes in 2022 and 2023 already bought them this year and in 2021. Get it? So we've got all this demand, this huge general trend. We took all that demand, we took it from 2022 and 2023 and we moved it up to this year. So my advice for you here is look at what everyone else is doing, do the opposite if you can, if it makes sense for you and your plans for your home ownership needs. If not, that's okay. Come talk to us either way, and we'll help you strategize this and figure out how to make the best of what you're working with and still hit your plans for things outside of this, the real estate market. So what's next? Couple theories for you. In 2016, we saw a pretty big post-election bump, especially in the city. People tend to get a little bit tense going into these elections, if you haven't noticed, and when things are tense, people don't act. So back in 2016, as soon as the election was over, people started buying again, and spring actually came early. It started in December. So we have a feeling, and we're starting to see a few anecdotal pieces of evidence that indicate that might happen this year, so we'll keep an eye on it. And that's all we have for you today. Make sure to check in next month when we let you know what's happening in November and we start to get a really good look at what the 2021 real estate market is going to be like. And as always, if you want to know what's going on in your neighborhood or your town, just fill out the form below and we'll get you that custom neighborhood report right to your inbox. We'll see you next time.